Fox News, I'm Carmen Roberts.
History will judge harshly those who turn their back on freedom's cause.
President Biden and Ukraine's President Zelensky urged Congress to provide critical funding to Ukraine.
Thanks to Ukraine's success in defense, other European nations are safe from the Russian aggression, unlike in the past. Ukraine can now tackle the Russian dictatorship.
The aid package, though, is mired in a domestic dispute as Republicans demand tough changes to border security. A U.S. official says Houthi rebels in Yemen fired missiles at a tanker loaded with jet fuel today, but missed. Monday, they hit a Norwegian ship.
This is an international problem that requires an international solution.
Pentagon spokesman General Patrick Ryder. And the COP28 nations hammered out a compromise overnight, agreeing for the first time to transition away from fossil fuels. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
To protect you and your accounts.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
All right, good morning, everyone. Mix 1041. It's 7:04. We're on mixtv.tv. We're on Talk 1013 The Buzz. Good morning. Logan Thompson, Law News Desk this morning. WDEF Television reports that the ongoing unionization efforts at the Volkswagen plant in Chattanooga have now taken a turn. The United Auto Workers announced their intentions to hold a union vote at the Volkswagen plant. They had announced those plans earlier in December. However, the UAW has filed a complaint against Volkswagen and the National Labor Relations Board. In the complaint filed, it said, quote, in the past 6 months, the employer has violated the act by threatening, restraining, and coercing employees from exercising their rights to engage in protected, concerted activity by prohibiting employees from discussing unionization during working time and restricting employees from distributing union materials. They, in quote, they claim that's a violation of Section 8 of the National Labor Relations Act. Volkswagen Chattanooga issued a statement in part, quote, Volkswagen respects our workers' rights to determine who should represent their interests in the workplace. We are committed to providing clear, transparent, and timely information that helps educate our employees and managers on their legal rights and obligations, end quote. The 2024 presidential primary ballot has been finalized in Tennessee. That according to Secretary of State Trey Hargett. The state primary will be on March the 5th as part of Super Tuesday. 15 other states will hold their presidential preference primaries on that day. All right, so here are the Republicans on the ballot: Ryan Binkley, Chris Christie, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Asa Hutchinson, Vivek Ramaswamy, David Stuckenberg, and Donald J. Trump. Democratic, of course, the President Joe Biden, the only candidate to make it on the ballot for the Democratic primary. By the way, locally, we will be having the District Attorney General's primary that same day, or that same time period, early voting February 14th through February 27th. So take a date to the polls, February 14th. Get it? Ha. If you'd like to register or vote, whatever, just go to govotetn.gov or visit the Bradley County Election Commission. The State Comptroller's Office says that the state audit shows a $26 million backlog of projects at the Tennessee Department of Transportation. The Comptroller of the Treasury says the State Department of Transportation faces challenges with workforce congestion and project delivery. The State Comptroller of the Treasury presented the performance audit report to the Government Operations Committee on Tuesday, and the audit says the state's infrastructure systems reached a critical point where it cannot support those relying on it. Greg Martin represents a portion of Hamilton County and serves on the Government Operations Committee. He said, quote, state audits are really important so citizens can see there's an accountability process when you're spending tax dollars. that the legislature appropriates for different departments, end quote. TDOT says there's a rapid growth in the state, and that brings more congested roadways. They say a $26 million backlog with, quote, nowhere near enough revenue to get caught up. They say it takes an average of 15 years to deliver a project. 20% of TDOT's workforce is vacant, or it was vacant in 2020. So there is that. Also this morning, good news, as the Chattanooga Times Free Press reports that Tennessee is projected to outperform the United States economy and continue to grow next year, 2024. Higher growth in state pushes up home prices and does limit affordable housing. With more people and businesses moving to the volunteer state, Tennessee expected to outperform the national economy again next year and avoid a recession. That, according to the top economist at the University of Tennessee, a story being reported this morning by Dave Flessner in the Chattanooga Times Free Press. In their annual economic forecast for the state released Tuesday, the UT Boyd Center for Business and Economic Research projects Tennessee's economy will grow at 3.3% this year, outpacing the national growth rate of 2.4%, and grow another 1.8% next year, again faster than the 1.4% projected of the United States economy in 2024, and that's in the Chattanooga Times Free Press this morning. At 7:09, local and state news, and first check of traffic here as Bridget welcomed me back beautifully. It was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Such a nice surprise, real nice surprise.
Yes, as we get in the heavy Cousin Eddie here. And how many times have you watched Christmas Vacation?
Oh, multiple. It is on just about every night these days.
Continuously, and yeah, some of the channels just run it back to back to back. I know AMC and I think TNT and
I watch it every single time.
OPP and all them. All right, over to you. Come on.
All right, let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Waste Connections introduces efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, it's 10 minutes after 7 and time for the Hardee's Wake Up. And Hardee's, there is one near you all over southeast Tennessee. And bacon lovers rejoice. Hardee's new candied bacon biscuit with a fried egg or candied bacon Frisco burger will tempt your taste buds any time of the day. Made in-house applewood smoked bacon coated with caramelized brown sugar and a pepper. And let's visit Hardee's to enjoy this salty, sweet goodness today. That's at Hardee's. Busy morning this morning. Coming up, we're going to be talking with our Cleveland City School System teachers and Teacher of the Year, Principal of the Year, Supervisor of the Year, all of that coming up later this hour, plus busy next hour, a lot going on. And Senator Bill Hagerty next hour. Going to talk to him about a lot going on in the nation's capital as they wrap up the year. It is 11 minutes after 7 a.m. Good morning.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe, candied bacon. Coated with Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe, candied bacon. Coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
I'm Matthew Coleman of the law firm of Logan Thompson. My family and I want to thank this community for blessing us every day with their love and compassion. So as we celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior, we pray for those same blessings on you and your family. So from all of us at Logan Thompson, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
We wish you a mermaid Christmas.
We wish you a mermaid Christmas.
We wish you a mermaid Christmas.
And a restful new year.
Give the gift of a better night's sleep this holiday season from Mermaid Mattress.
We'll pay your sales tax on any Mermaid product.
Or get Tempur-Pedic starting at only $19 a month with 5 years no interest.
From all of us here at Chattanooga's Best of the Best mattress store, Mermaid Mattress,
we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Just wanted to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. Visit us at cleveland-nissan.com. We can help out with all your Christmas needs. Merry Christmas.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Storage. They have 5 convenient locations in Cleveland and Bradley County, and they have set the standard in storage and security. Hey, new customers get the first month free. You can call Fran or Lee or somebody down there, Brenda, 479-6377. They have gates on all of their locations, all 5 of them in Cleveland. They also have video surveillance. And you can get your first month absolutely free by calling Allsafe Storage at 479-6377. They also have Penske truck rentals, and you can find out all about it at allsafetn.com. All right, check now. 7:15, our Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
The holidays are here, and I can't think of a better gift for your loved ones or for yourself than a great night's sleep. Take advantage of holiday savings at Mermaid Mattress, and we can deliver free to you or your loved ones right up until Christmas Eve. Mermaid Mattress, where you'll always get a better mattress for a better price.
That's what you want to do, is spend Christmas Eve with him. It'll be very nice.
They're here. I do have a nice message to read from our friend Devin Fansler.
Oh, Devin.
Well, we all know all good things must come to an end. I turn on my truck and I hear Steve.
Yeah, well. So he's going to portray the Grinch this year. Is that right? Thank you, Devin. God bless you, buddy. Thank you for those warm Christmas wishes.
For today, we'll have mostly sunny skies, a high of 58 and a low of 31 this evening. For tomorrow, sunny again, a high of 59 and a low of 27. And then sunny on Friday as well with a high of 58. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 28 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
All right, birthdays, anniversaries, 614-6499. Call or text Simmons Bank celebration list. Our 14 days of Christmas. You can also call or text. You want to win 2 nights of...
Good morning and a very happy Wednesday to you. Thank you so much for joining us here at Local 3 News today. We are kicking off this new day with, once again, cold air in place. Several of our communities in the mid to upper 20s at this hour. 25 in Murphy, that's the coldest spot right now. 30 for Chattanooga. Athens also seeing that down into Scottsboro as well. So grab the winter coats this morning. You can have a little bit of frost on your windshield. That's really our only weather concern for the day today. Once again, quiet weather prevails. So as we look at our hourly forecast, you can see 30 degrees 6, 7 a.m., 31 at 8 o'clock. Temperatures swing up pretty quickly during the morning time, so through the 30s, through the 40s, and by noon, it's in the low 50s. Really spending the afternoon hours then in the mid to even potentially upper 50s. So 56 at 2 o'clock, 57, 3, 4 p.m. I think in Chattanooga, we're going to top out today at 58, but across the entire area, those highs from about 55 to 59. And again, that mix of sun and clouds throughout the day for your Wednesday, and wind light from the north-northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. No rain chances today, none tomorrow, Friday, and pretty slim on Saturday. That 10% on Saturday is really for later on Saturday night. The overnight hours into Sunday, that's when we can start to see that rain moving into our area. But there's a little bit of a difference of where exactly that rain is coming from, and where it comes from will also impact exactly how much we get. I'll explain more with Futurecast in just a moment, but right now, know that I have bumped up those rain chances for Sunday to about 50%, and then things wrapping up on Monday with a couple of spotty showers at that 10% probability. So outside right now, again, we have the quiet weather conditions. We do have this layer of clouds that's kind of pushing across our area, particularly our Tennessee and North Carolina communities. A few additional breaks the further to the south you go, and a couple of high pressures that are close to us. Quiet weather will continue for your Wednesday. Now, I mentioned that mix of sun and clouds, and you can see that on Futurecast. It's mainly a layer of mid to high level clouds, so kind of thin. You're still going to get that sunshine that comes through for your Wednesday. Overnight clouds are going to be decreasing. That's going to lead us to clear skies and sunny weather for your Thursday. And by Friday, yep, more of the same. So sunshine for your Friday, maybe a stray cloud here and there. I do want to pull back a little bit to show you more of a big picture though. So on Saturday, we're still good. We have dry weather. You can certainly do your outdoor plans. There'll just be some gradually increasing clouds. So partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies as Saturday progresses. Notice by Saturday evening, there's a couple of systems that we're going to be looking at. You can see this trough off to the west and the rain that's associated with it kind of vertically with that. And it extends up close to that cold front. Down well to the south, there's also this rain in the Gulf of Mexico towards the Caribbean. So we have system 1 from the west, system 2 from the south. So there's kind of two different options of what may happen this weekend, and we're kind of still keeping an eye on this for the exact turnaround. So this is option 1. That system from the west kind of loops in with the low in the Gulf. It spirals up, and that would bring us more rain potential on Sunday. So the potential of heavier rain on Sunday. And then by Sunday night into Monday, it kind of swings up to the north. A few residual showers spin around. Let me show you option number 2, because option 2 keeps that southern system to the south of us, but brings in that rain from the west. So either way, we're still talking about rain on Sunday, but if option 2 happens, the rainfall totals would be a little bit less. So certainly check back in as we get closer to Sunday. Hopefully we can see kind of a merge of these ideas, give you a better idea of what would be more likely to happen for Sunday into Monday, but right now that's where we're standing. Rainfall, but the rain totals could vary dependent on the outcome. Back to today though, 58, partly cloudy. It's going to be a nice day. And again, the quiet weather continues today all the way through Saturday. So enjoy it. The middle of December is looking nice for Christmas shopping, for running those errands, whatever you may need to do. Battle of the Bells is tomorrow.
Yes, it is. We hope to see everybody outside the Massage Envy. Can we go ahead and let people know?
Rodizio Grill.
Okay.
Mix 1041, good morning. We're on Mix 1041, MixTV.tv, Talk 1013 The Buzz. It's Mix Mornings, served by Tzatziki's. Get a great lunch or dinner and delicious food, and it's all healthy and good for you. Depends on how much you eat of it, but it's fine. And then they can cater anything you need at for any occasion at Tzatziki's, Frontage Road near Target. Let's get a check now, 721 of our Simmons Bank celebration list.
Okay, happy birthday to Thaxton Kelly. He is 27 today. And then Deanna Gormley is having a birthday today. She is 51. That is from her husband. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us.
Are they still married?
Yes.
I hadn't heard.
Yes, of course.
Oh, good. So that'd be a praise report. That's nice.
The volunteer Ritapest mix line 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have the products and services to help make your dreams come true. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
So it's our 14 Days of Christmas presented by the Salvation Army and Inman Coffee. And so prize today is 2 nights of boarding in a luxury suite at Paws and Claws. So this is tremendous. Little Annie Hartline loves paws and claws.
Yes.
And so now you had what'd you just say, paws and what?
Paws and in-laws. We're going to change it to
Nice
that.
of you to say that about your in-laws.
That was
Can't
your
believe
idea.
you'd say that. Anyway, well, see, people just tuning in heard you say that. That's good. So, Bridget, I guess if they want to win, they could call or text. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So call us 614-6499 or text that same number. So again, 614-6499. Call or text us. We'll get you in the drawing.
All right, let's get a news update here. 7:22 a.m.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Well, Secretary of State Trey Hargett has now finalized, his office announced he has finalized the 2024 presidential ballot, presidential primary ballot. The state primary, March the 5th, part of Super Tuesday, when 15 other states will hold their presidential preference primaries. By the way, that same day, here locally in the 10th District will be the District Attorney General's primary on that same day, March the 5th. The ongoing unionization efforts at the Volkswagen plant in Chattanooga have taken a turn. The United Auto Workers announced their intentions to hold a union vote earlier in December. However, they have now filed a complaint against Volkswagen to the National Labor Relations Board. And the state comptroller's office, through a state audit, shows $26 million in backlog of projects at TDOT. And also the chief economist at UT, projects that next year, 2024, Tennessee will outperform the United States economy overall and continue to grow next year. We'll have more on all of that coming up in, that'll be at the top of the hour, 7:24.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on Northley Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. If you need extra cash for the holidays, call Dusty and the team at Southland Finance, 950 25th Street in Cleveland, right in front of Ace Hardware. Call them at 423-458-3007, online at southlandfinance.net.
I heard Dusty with Dwayne yesterday and the big softball event they're having.
That's right. Yeah, this Sunday. They're very excited about that.
Very, very nice. Hey, you still have any friends at Walker Valley? I know you have no children there anymore. They've completely disavowed you.
Yeah, I do have
We
friends
need a
there.
Walker Valley boys score. I looked everywhere, and we've got everybody but that. So if somebody can help us out, where's Andy Morris when you need him? 423-614-6499. Is Will Campbell still coaching there?
Yes, he is.
He hasn't been fired?
No.
Big surprise. Well, I love Will, but I'm just asking out loud. We need a Walker Valley boys score. It's the only one we don't have. All right, so 7:25. John Davis, everybody.
Ho, ho, ho. This is John Davis, the trading man for Kia Cleveland.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Have you been thinking about trading, but lack of inventory and high interest rates have you holding off? Well, the wait is over. Cleveland Ford has plenty of vehicles to choose from and 2.9% financing available. So come see us or simply click this ad to get pre-approved.
May the blessings of peace, good cheer, and warm buttery made from scratch biscuits greet you this holiday season. From our Hardee's family to yours, Merry Christmas. We look forward to serving you all-day goodness in the new year.
National Public Radio. Coming up. I'll turn my mic up. Turning up. Coming up, a Prairie Home Companion. And now this. Welcome to Dr. Bill Estes, who listens to National Public Radio. He will not. Well, I could almost do that Saturday Night Live skit, which I can't even name. Alec Baldwin. I can't even name it on the air. That's pretty good. Could I get a job at WUTC 88.1?
No.
NPR. Please give us more money so we can talk like this. Thank you.
We've tried to get him to take it.
How did we get? That's true. How did we? And I would work for free. I'd pay them. How did we get an NPR announcer on here doing our 14 Days of Christmas? Hey man.
I think he sounds.
I
great.
love Felton. Oh, I love it.
Yes.
But Fruit Loops is writing me some terrible notes here to talk about Felton sounding like it's on NPR. Why would you do this to me? Fruit Loops, are you there? He was a little grumpy this morning, I'll go ahead and tell you. I don't know.
He'll be fine.
What do you got? You got? Yeah, good. Turn your mic off and go home.
He'll be
Well,
fine
wait
later
till 9.
today.
All right, this portion of Mixed Morning sponsored by, let's get back to business here, Scooter's Coffee.
That's right. At Scooter's Coffee, when you spend $25 on gift cards, you're going to receive a $5 bonus gift card that is in stores only now through December 26th. Scooter's Coffee, Keith Street, in front of Leisure Time Bowling, and also in Sweetwater.
You're listening to Morning Edition on NPR 88.1. Please call us. Please call and donate some money. All right, now it's time for the weather. Here it is. Hey, Bridget. How are things going today?
It's creepy.
Here's Roger Pickett. As it sounds like Fruit Loops is dying in his hole, in the director's hole right now. The Mixed TV hole. Fruit Loops is going, hey, Fruit Loops, walk to the light. Walk to the light. As we've crossed half hour, people have no clue what's happening.
Is this golf?
We just, well, No, that's worse than golf. You kidding? All right. Go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Now is the time to take advantage of 5 years interest-free financing when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic mattress set from this area's original Tempur-Pedic dealer, Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have mostly sunny skies, a high of 58 and a low of 31 this evening. For tomorrow, mainly sunny, a high of 59 and a low of 27. Sunny on Friday as well with a high of 58. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 27 degrees.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial Hello Human Kindness Sports, sponsored in part by the Town Squire. Make sure and get a gift for that man in your life of the Town Squire. Town Squire, this is their 46th Christmas season, Larry and his staff there. And, hey, you know what? If you don't know and you haven't spoken to your husband in several years, then you can get him a gift card. And plus, anything you get, they do free gift wrapping at the Town Squire. Now, it must be a Town Squire item for free gift wrapping.
Can't just take
I've
anything
tried.
in there.
Well, no, I've tried. I got Annie a doghouse one time, backed it up the back there at Town Squire and said, hey, Larry, you wrap this for free? And no, he kicked me out. All right, so that's at the shop that appreciates the customer.
The Town Squire is ready to help you with your Christmas list. The time is now. The selection of merchandise has never been better. Things like Southern Point, Coastal Cotton, Volunteer Traditions, Vineyard Vine, Southern Tide, and many more brands to choose from. The Town Squire has it. Larry and his staff are ready. Stop in the Town Squire and check out their great selection of men's and young men's clothing. You may be surprised. The Town Squire since 1977. Stewart Park Plaza, Key Street, Cleveland, Tennessee, the home of personal service.
A big high school basketball night last night. Bradley swept Ooltewah last night at Smitty Arena. And hey, big thanks to the Len Jones Foundation. They made it possible for over 700 students from Oak Grove and Taylor Elementary Schools to attend the game. Not only attend the game for free, but they got free concessions last night. Len Jones Foundation, my goodness, doing it again. Bradley 77-17 in the girls' action. Boys 73-35. Bradley sweeps Ooltewah last night. You heard that on Talk 101.3 The Buzz with Gary and Steve. Girls' action, Cleveland High School, they split with Oak Ridge last night. Cleveland girls, the Lady Raiders over Oak Ridge, 62-37. But the Oak Ridge boys defeated Cleveland High School 70-61. All right, Walker Valley girls over Red Bank, 26-14. Does anybody have a Walker Valley boy score? We can't find it. We've looked everywhere. Call or text, only for telling us the truth, 423-61, for this audience, I don't know, 423-614-6499. The only one we don't have. All right, UT, the men over Georgia Southern last night in Knoxville. I understand Scott Nipper saw the game with his feet on the basketball floor. Normally his head's on the floor, but... Hey, Scott, I heard you won some tickets from the Len Jones Foundation yesterday. Congratulations. Somebody else won some tickets. I don't know who. Pretty good. Of course, Scott took full credit, so I'm sadly spoiling this for him and his family. He said it was from him, and that was their Christmas gift. Not bad. That's why, folks, you always got to be listening. Shelton came on, did that giveaway after 9 a.m. yesterday morning, matter of fact, about 11 o'clock. And just came on here and gave away courtside tickets to the Tennessee Volunteers. You never know. 61041 Sports.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply house,
Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights, the region's best holiday lights experience for the whole family. Warm your heart during this nighttime family tradition as you walk through Rock City Gardens Winter Wonderland. Enjoy cookie decorating with Mrs. Claus. See Santa in his kitchen and workshop. Shop at the Christmas market. Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights will be open an extra week this season, now through January 6th. Tickets available online only at crockcity.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Attention shoppers this holiday season. Get everything you need to make the holidays merrier.
Everything I need to make the holidays merrier is all right here.
Party trays, gourmet cookies and cakes, store-made candies. These are the visions that dance in my head.
And the picky promise means that all of my holiday guests are treated to the freshest produce.
Nobody does food.
Or the holidays.
Like Food City.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Week in response to a security hired to work at Brainerd High School.
2 security guards are accused of assaulting 2 students during a January incident during school. Grayson Gordon is live at Brainerd. And Grayson, what does the family say about this?
David, Greg, the family really just wants some answers right now. We spoke to the father of one of the students who was assaulted, and he says that after trying to file a report, the school did not get back to him.
Early January, the father of a Brainerd High School student says his daughter witnessed a dispute between contracted security guard Josephus Reed and another student.
They witnessed a young man get to fight with the security guard and everything else. So it was a big situation.
The lawsuit states the plaintiff tried going through the metal detectors to get into the school to avoid the fight, and another contracted security guard, Javon Jackson, grabbed her bag, jerking her backwards.
She called me. She was worked up, and I hear a security guard yelling in the back because they grabbed the purse, and the purse was around her neck and her shoulder. I pretty much dropped everything I was doing and just rushed down to the school to see what was going on.
Once Howard arrived at the school, he says he was told by a faculty member who claimed to see the entire incident that it didn't happen the way his daughter was recalling. Once the student was involved in this conversation, that faculty member admitted they had their back turned when everything broke out. From then on, Howard says he received no follow-up from the school.
In our complaint, Mr. Howard alleges that he had attempted to to contact school staff, find out what occurred, speak with them, make a complaint, and got no response.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I never got any return phone calls about that situation.
The lawsuit outlines the violent history of security guard Javon Jackson, including domestic assault, resisting arrest, and obstruction of legal process. Despite that, was hired to work at the high school.
We allege in the complaint that they were readily accessible, and why the school staff didn't even bother to vet them, remains a mystery.
We reached out to Hamilton County Schools about the lawsuit, and they released a statement saying that they were aware of the lawsuit and have no comment on what happened. Now Howard says he worries about his child continuing at Brainerd.
I no longer trusted the school to protect my daughter when she was there. I didn't trust their judgment, and honestly, I couldn't trust none of their words.
Howard also told us that there's a good chance he wouldn't have moved forward with this lawsuit if the school had just handled the situation a little bit differently. Reporting live in Chattanooga, Grayson Gordon, Local 3 News.
Thank you, Grayson. Reed is charged with aggravated assault and impersonation of a licensed professional. He has a status hearing tomorrow in Hamilton County Court, and we'll bring you updates.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
It's going to be a least expensive cremation and funeral option facility. The good thing about Serenity is a big spacious facility. Chapel seats over 200 people, 3 big visitation rooms there. We also offer a discounted funeral service there, $4,900. That'll be the casket included in our services, and you won't feel stressed about your facilities. You'll have plenty of space there. If it's a $995 cremation or a $4,900 funeral, we're going to still give them first class professional service as we would treat our own family with.
Stop panicking. Anyway, Cleveland City Schools here in just a few moments, but I see a name on here. It's got to be a mistake.
What?
Autumn O'Brien is really?
Yes, she's here.
Is she here?
Yes.
Oh, dear God. I was doing, Shelton and I are doing the TV game at Cleveland Bradley Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a text informing me that she was watching in Memphis, which I immediately replied back, who cares? Well, I mean, I asked her, I said, you're Graceland? I mean, why? You in the jungle room with Elvis?
Rude.
I love when people text me to tell me they're listening or what. Thank you. Well, I tell you. You know, and here's my you know what my response to that is? My goodness, I was wondering. I was just wondering.
I'm glad to know you appreciate that.
Are you listening or watching? And thank you. Thank you for telling me.
Prayers.
Very funny, Brendan. It's got a check of your Simmons Bank celebration list. What's going on?
Happy birthday to Thaxton Kelly. He is 27 today. And then Deanna Gormley is 51 today. Her husband sent that in to us. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
Why in the name of all that's holy would you ever call Jamie Kyle about anything? And by the way, he sent me a rude text message Monday morning telling me how great it was that I was not here Monday morning.
Yep.
And wondering if I'd started my summer sabbatical.
Summer. We can only hope.
She'll see it later. Her eyes are frozen. Yeah. Anyway, so let's do all that. Let's tell you what. Let's get a news update. Go ahead and we were waiting on Pritchard. Is he here yet?
Yes, he is.
Bob Pritchard is here, ladies and gentlemen. He danced his way from Raider Drive. You ever seen a man dancing? The boy can dance.
Oh, okay.
He really can. He did a halftime show last year. Just him.
Wow.
All's unbelievable.
Okay.
All right, bring them on in. We got to get them to school, so, you know, I'm sure they want to get there as quick as they can. All right, let's get a news update here.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
All right, let's get a news update right here from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. And in our news this morning, the ongoing unionization efforts at Volkswagen in Chattanooga have taken a turn. That's because the UAW filed a complaint against Volkswagen to the National Labor Relations Board. The 2024 presidential primary ballot has been finalized in Tennessee. That, according to a news release from Secretary of State Trey Hargett. The ballot is final. By the way, that same time period there, early voting, February 14th through the 27th, so take a date to early voting. That'll be fun. Get it? February 14th. That's Valentine's Day. Okay. Whew. A lot of romance here. It's good. Anyway, that is also the District Attorney General's race will be right there locally in the 10th Judicial District. And a state audit shows that there's $26 million in backlog for funding of projects at TDOT. Those stories and much more in full detail. Top of the hour. Plus, Senator Bill Hagerty is going to join us here in a moment. But here in about 13 seconds, we're going to be joined by our friends from Cleveland City Schools.
This news update is brought to you by Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-5.
This Mixed TV interview is supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Visit us online at wholesalesupply.us.
Oh, we need a recount. Let me tell you something. Come here. Come on. Let's go to the microphone. I don't want to stand in the hallway. Autumn O'Brien, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the deal. I get a note here, okay? So they all have to give me notes here. I don't know basically who I'm talking to, nor do I care, really. So, well, let's just be honest. So here, give me this note, and it's got your name on it. Like you're one of these winners.
I am not a winner.
Can you please just somehow get the microphone over there?
Hello.
This is an outrage.
You are in such form. I already heard your NPR voice this morning, and how you are bouncing out of this room.
Ryan. No, I'm not. I was doing NPR. Ryan Felton is apparently, he's hijacked our liners, so, I didn't realize I was listening to National Public Radio.
I am their chaperone, that's what I said, or their chauffeur, one of the two. I am here as their support human.
This is incredible. Yes. I was given a note here that you're a winner. And matter of fact, I hate to say this, Bridget doubted that you were a winner. And you know what? For once, Bridget was right.
I know.
It's
Bridget
absolutely.
was right.
So you're just here?
I'm just here.
Oh, you're just here for the party.
And support.
That's just
if Caroline Corrigan tells me that I need to be somewhere, I am somewhere.
Well, it's too early for
Yes.
Hang on. Go ahead, sir. What was that again, Cody? Come on back.
If there's a picture, Autumn O'Brien's going to find her way.
Here I am.
Hey, Cody!
I'm just here for the photo shoot.
All right. Well, Autumn, I tell you what.
She fixed her hair for this occasion.
She fixed,
I've got my
it's a roast all of a sudden. This is wonderful.
Yes.
Hey, Autumn, no kidding. That's a great group of winners here for Cleveland City Schools this year.
Well, that's why I'm here. I just heard there was a celebration, right? No, we're super excited to celebrate our Teachers of the Year, our Principal of the Year, and our Supervisor of the Year. We have just such fantastic educators in Cleveland City Schools, and every year it is so much fun to celebrate the ones who are honored. We could have an entire building full of teachers here who do such great work, but this group are great. They are great representation for Cleveland City Schools.
They certainly are. Let's begin with Sonia Norman. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You can move that mic around. It's just fine. You can move it down. It's okay. Hey, tell me what you do and where you are.
I am at Blythe Bower, 3rd grade.
So what's 3rd grade like at Blythe Bower? First of all, you're working for Joel Barnes. Is he still employed?
He is.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I guess we couldn't find anybody else out there.
I know.
I went to leave with Joel. Anyway, hey, no kidding. Tell me about 3rd grade in 2023. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. We're just moving right along. The kids are wonderful. I wouldn't teach any other grade. It's the only grade I've ever taught for 27 years.
Oh, my goodness. Well, congratulations. And
Thank
so
you.
you're the elementary system level teacher of the year. What does that mean to you?
You're going to make me cry. I was very honored to get building level, but to get system level, it was just beyond what I ever dreamed of. I love my job. I love the people that I work with. I was very shocked when Dr. Dyer and the crew walked in with balloons. I was like, I'm about to cry, and Dr. Dyer was like, wait till after the pictures are taken. But
he's always very practical.
Yes, but I was very humbled, and it just meant the world to me to get voted as District Teacher of the Year for elementary.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Have I spoken to your class before? I think I have.
You have.
Years and years ago.
Yes.
Why haven't you had me back? Did I do so bad? I think it was a one-shot deal. Was that one and out?
No comment.
No comment. No comment. Sonia, great to see you. Congratulations. Let's bring in Megan McClellan. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Tell us where you are.
Okay, I'm at Cleveland Middle School, 6th grade, math and science.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Math and science in 6th grade. Tell me about that in 2023.
It's exciting. We're in the holliest, jolliest season.
Megan, what got you into teaching? What made you want to do this?
Oh, gosh. I've known I wanted to be a teacher since I could remember. I used to bring home my homework and teach to all my stuffed animals on my bed. So,
are they better students than what you have now? I'm just.
No comment. No comment. Right. No, they didn't talk back.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
They'd have been better than me
Yeah.
in math and science, I guarantee you.
No. Yeah. So, and then I just had really great teachers, honestly, that made me want to be a teacher. And yeah.
Are you from this area?
I am.
So who are some of the teachers maybe that stick? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah.
But who are some that come to mind? Maybe a couple.
Yeah. Mrs. Morris, she's now at E.L. Ross.
Oh, yeah.
Still teaching.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Kindergarten, I believe.
5th grade.
Oh, she's 5th grade
5th
now. I
grade.
didn't
Yep.
know.
Yep. Miss Dugan was my kindergarten teacher. She was amazing. Miss Yost was my 4th grade teacher.
Yes. Yes.
So those were some.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Elementary school.
What does this honor mean to you? System level, district level, middle school, I guess secondary school.
Yep. Yep. I was shocked. So it means a lot. It's not lost on me that families drop their kids off and trust me to love them and take care of them, and I'm responsible for their learning. So I don't take that lightly. Yep.
It's a calling. There's no doubt about it. Cody
for
Raper.
sure.
Thank you, Megan. Cody, thanks, Megan. Go on now. Thanks. It's good. It's good. Just, it's fine. We've had some time now. Let's move on. I'm kidding. Cody Raper. Cody, tell me about yourself, buddy.
I'm the Director of Innovation for Cleveland City Schools, which means a fancy way of saying I'm in charge of technology for the district.
Wow, buddy. All right. So are you really here, or are you AI?
I'm actually a virtual presence.
You're virtual. You're way. You just walk around here. You'll see some great equipment from 1975. Okay, we've got all kinds
I
of.
taught broadcasting at the middle school at one point.
And I'd say you've got much better equipment than we do here. Okay. Hey, tell us about yourself, and so you're district-wide supervisor of the year. What does that mean to you, Cody?
Exclusive of Autumn, I work with some of the best administrators.
I like him. This is great.
I work with some of the best administrators in the state, and so it was a very humbling experience to be selected among my peers, and I'm very appreciative. Love my Cleveland City Schools colleagues, and just appreciate the honor.
You're in such an exciting area as far as innovation and technology. I mean, is it changing by the second, one would wonder? I mean, it's just incredible what's happening.
I'm in the process of preparing next year's budgets and thinking about what we're going to purchase next year. And I feel like by the time we get ready to purchase things in the next school year, it's already changed. Yeah. And so it can be a moving target, but it's also very exciting. Our goal is to bring the most innovative, the technologies into the classroom that are going to help our students to learn the best. And in Cleveland City Schools, we don't want our students on a computer all the time. We still like traditional learning, but whenever technology can help our students learn better and improve teaching and learning, that's what we're all about.
Well, congratulations, Cody. He is a supervisor of the year. Now, Bob Pritchard, who is principal of the year, Cleveland High School. And let me ask you this. Did you win this award as a relief for your predecessor here? Is it basically saying, thank God, get out, and here you go?
I don't think so. I used to have a lot of confidence in Principal of the Year until I won it this year. I don't know, what is up with this? But I do appreciate you being an equal opportunity offender. You're always offensive to everybody, so I appreciate that about you. I really appreciate that about you, Steve.
Well, who was the one that was late? Wasn't important to you.
That's right. Are you getting anything for Christmas or
no,
getting cold this year?
About usual.
Just like last year.
Just like every year.
Bob, Principal of the Year, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you so
Same
much.
question. What does that mean to you?
I tell you, it's the hardest job I have ever done in my life, like seriously, but it is also the most fun I've ever had in my life, and I love every second of it. It's lots of days I don't love and lots of moments I don't love, but it is, I couldn't imagine doing anything else with my life. I seriously love doing this.
How much cleaning did you, and Clorox and things like, did you have to use on the principal's office at Cleveland High School? one would wonder from your predecessor.
Well, actually, Hal Taylor took care of that for me.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay, good.
He was like,
good,
Autumn's
good.
out, Mr. Pritchard's in, let's clean this office up.
Good.
Got new floors and everything, so shout out to Hal
New
Taylor
floors?
who's listening this
Man.
morning.
That's just almost
He bought
like
me
a
a
lounge.
couch too. I don't know what that was.
Oh
about.
man! Well, okay, this is wonderful, man.
He does show up and take naps occasionally though, so
Yeah.
maybe that was the
That's
idea
good stuff.
behind
You
that.
still have
so.
the candy dish there. We always used to dip into that.
That's right.
Well, Bob, how's Cleveland High as we go into this Christmas break? Tell me, just give me an overall picture.
I mean, it's great. I feel like everybody's bought into our mission and vision at Cleveland High School, and we're just carrying the torch forward. And of course, we're all tired and ready for Christmas break for sure. But I could not imagine working with a better admin team. I inherited a lot, so Autumn did a great job hiring some of those folks, and I could not imagine working for a better administrative team and teachers and assistants. Like we have the best, and so best in the business, and so I do not take it lightly, and I know how lucky I am to be at Cleveland High School.
Bob Pritchard, Sonia Norman, Cody Raper, Megan McClellan, and I tell you, we've been so hard, and I'll give you the final word. Autumn O'Brien is here, who's somehow cast herself as a winner today, and we're going to
Yes,
check into this.
I certainly feel like I won a huge prize by coming this morning. You know. On that note, we are missing one of our Teachers of the Year. Ivan Migovich is our high school Teacher of the Year, and many know in our community Ivan had a pretty significant accident several months ago. He is still not back in the building, but he has been on staff, probably 12 years at Cleveland High School. He is a phenomenal special ed teacher, works real hard with our most at-risk groups, really meets the needs of our kids right where they are, is known for building his relationships, not just with students, but he's also the guy who will show up with a drill and hang pictures for you in your classroom. He stays late to make sure that things are taken care of. If you had a flat tire in the parking lot, Ivan's the guy that walks out of the building and changes the flat tire. So I wanted to make sure that we did recognize
absolutely.
Ivan as well. You know, he received this nomination and recommendation from his school, but he has been a significant contributor at Cleveland High School for many years, and so we're just thrilled to be able to recognize him, and you know, our prayers are of course with him and his family as he is recovering.
Appreciate you mentioning that. Merry Christmas, all of you. Thank you very much for coming in. All right, there it is, your Cleveland City Schools. That's the district winners this year. Tomorrow morning, we'll be joined by the Bradley County Schools district winners. We'll come back. We have the news, plus quite a bit in this 8 o'clock hour, including Senator Bill Hagerty. Will join us live from Washington and get an update. All of that coming up. Stand by, everybody. Back in a second.
Hi, I'm owner of Don Ledford Automotive Center, and we sell Chevrolet, GMC, and Buicks. From our family to your family, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And if you're in the market for a new vehicle or used vehicle, please put us on your shopping list. We are open 24/7 at donledford.com. Merry Christmas.
With the holidays upon us, there's a special meaning when it comes to being home. Whether buying or selling a home or renting a home, we want you to be home for the holidays. Be home with Bender Realty.
Merry Christmas!
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse, because they were all sleeping on their brand new mermaid mattresses.
I don't think that's how the story goes.
Well, that's how it should go.
Dad, come on.
Right now, come into Mermaid Mattress and get the best sleep of your life. And we'll pay your sales tax this holiday season.
Merry Christmas from Chattanooga's best of the best mattress store.
Mermaid Mattress. Your sleep handmade, hand delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Bender Realty, the people who want the house you're in this holiday season to be your home.
The good thing about being a realtor is you get to help people sometimes buy their very first home. We have ornaments made up that says "Be Home" with Bender Realty, and it's very important to us that we sell homes and not necessarily houses.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
You buy direct from the factory. Now save even more when we'll pay your sales tax on any Mermaid brand mattresses, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have mostly sunny skies, a high of 58 and a low of 31 this evening. For tomorrow, sunny skies, a high of 59 and a low of 27. Sunny again on Friday with a high of 58. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 27 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios. This is Talk 101.3 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 101.3 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
By Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
News. I'm Chris Foster. House Republicans have scheduled a closed-door deposition by the president's son, Hunter Biden, this morning and a vote later today on whether to start a formal impeachment inquiry against President Biden.
While Republicans have yet to link Hunter Biden's million-dollar business deals to any wrongdoing by the president, Republicans like Congressman Don Bacon of Nebraska say a formal inquiry might be worth it.
But I think the voters deserve to know what did the Bidens do with $25 million? Where did it come in from? Where did it go?
Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
6 weeks to the New Hampshire primary, Governor Chris Sununu endorses Nikki Haley in the Republican presidential race.
It's not just a campaign. I really do believe it's a movement. It's a movement to get the Republican Party excited again about a candidate, a movement to galvanize the rest of the country.
Haley is second on average in the polls in New Hampshire, far behind former President Donald Trump and ahead of Chris Christie and Ron DeSantis. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, good morning, everyone. It's 8:05, local and state news. From the Logan Thompson Law News Desk, good morning, everyone. We're on Mix 1041, Talk 1013, The Buzz. We're also on MixTV.tv as we have the news at this hour. Program note, we'll be joined by Senator Bill Hagerty live from Washington here at about 8:45 this morning. Looking forward to that. If you're going to be missing that for whatever reason, then you can go back, of course, watch any portion of our morning show here on MixTV.tv. WDEF reporting the ongoing unionization efforts at the Volkswagen plant in Chattanooga have taken a turn. The United Auto Workers announced their intentions to hold a union vote at the Volkswagen plant earlier in December. However, the UAW has filed a complaint against Volkswagen to the National Labor Relations Board. In a complaint filed to the NLRB, UAW accuses Volkswagen of by saying, quote, in the past 6 months, the employer has violated the act by threatening, restraining, and coercing employees from exercising their rights to engage in protected, concerted activity by prohibiting employees from discussing unionization during working time and restricting employees from distributing union materials, end quote. Now, Volkswagen Chattanooga responded, quote, Volkswagen respects our workers' rights to determine who should represent their interest in the workplace. We are committed to providing clear, transparent, and timely information that helps educate our employees and managers on their legal rights and obligations. The 2024 presidential primary ballot has been finalized in Tennessee, according to Secretary of State Trey Hargett. The Tennessee primary is March the 5th, part of Super Tuesday, when 15 other states will also hold their presidential primaries. So here's how the ballot is going to look in Tennessee. On the Republican side, Ryan Binkley, Chris Christie, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Asa Hutchison, Vivek Ramaswamy, David Stuckenberg, and Donald J. Trump. President Joe Biden, the only candidate to make it onto the ballot for the Democratic primary. And if you'd like to register to vote, or update your voter registration address, you can go to govotn.gov or go down and see Fran and her staff at the Bradley County Election Commission. Let me also mention that is also going to be the election period for the District Attorney General's race and the 10th Judicial District. Now, Bridget, I've got an idea for you for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Early voting starts February 14th. So you and Brandon, this is a good idea for a lot of guys out there. What you do is you go maybe get a little cheeseburger, popcorn, something, hot dog.
Yeah.
Now, you can't take the food in when you vote.
Oh.
But that'd be a date idea for Valentine's Day, first day of early voting.
I like it, yes.
You are supporting freedom, the American way.
That's right.
And it's Valentine's Day.
Yes.
I can't think of anything more romantic than going to vote. As so says someone born on the 4th of July, baby, I guarantee you. So that's where I'll be. And then, of course, I don't really vote. But February 14th through February 27th. Quickly, a state audit shows we have a $26 million backlog of projects at TDOT. The state comptroller's office of the Department of the Treasury in the state says that the state's infrastructure system has reached a critical point where it cannot support those relying on it. And the audit is ensuring the department is spending money the way it's intended. TDOT says they're taking about 15 years on average per project in the state. They say that because of the long average, projects cost 40% more than budgeted. Part of that backlog is completing the remaining 70% of the 2017 Improve Act. The plan was to deliver 962 road and bridge projects across the state's 95 counties. And good news from the University of Tennessee's Boyd Center for Business and Economic Research. They project that the state economy will grow 3.3% this year, outpacing the national growth rate of 2.4%, and grow another 1.8% next year, again faster than the United States growth rate of 1.4%. They also say that You know what? It's just good news. So look into Chattanooga Times Free Press and Dave Flessner this morning. All right, that is the news. And Bridget and I also have a prediction. So that's the economic prediction from UT and their tremendous economic school there. I also have a prediction. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, will finally go to prison for insurance fraud.
No.
You know what's going to happen. This is the year, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on Northley Highway and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwa Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. The Y will be open on January 1st.
Oh, man.
New Year's Day.
Watch the bowl games at the Y.
That's right.
On a treadmill.
From 10 a.m. until 4 p.m.
Wow.
When you join on January 1st, you're going to pay no joining fee and then pay nothing until February.
And Rodney coming in.
He is,
And Andy,
yes.
we're doing boxing. It's a big YCAP boxing event. Saturday night, 6 o'clock, isn't it?
Yes, I believe
at
so.
The Y, thank you, in Cleveland. Way to keep up. And you know what, Bridget? We're going to cover that live on mixtv.tv. Boxing. Now, we've had some unintended boxing over the years, but that's a whole other story. This is actually planned.
Yes, and a first for Mixed TV.
Oh, we're excited about
Yeah.
it. So with our friends at the Y, all that coming up. You have any more to say, or is that it?
No, sir.
Thank the Lord. All right, back in a second.
Whether you're looking for a subtle change to your face or a more dramatic transformation.
At Cleveland Ford, we had a bright idea. Let's make this a great holiday season with 2.9% financing. Let's give discounts up to $10,000, plus let's give trade assistance cash too. Let us show you how at Cleveland Ford.
I'm Matthew Coleman.
And I'm Robert Thompson of the Logan Thompson Law Firm. Christmas is a special season, particularly in our community.
So as this holiday season unfolds, the Logan Thompson family wishes you peace, love, and a very
Merry Christmas.
Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights, the region's best holiday lights experience for the whole family. Warm your heart during this nighttime family tradition as you walk through Rock City Gardens Winter Wonderland. Enjoy cookie decorating with Mrs. Claus. See Santa in his kitchen and workshop. Shop at the Christmas market. Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights will be open an extra week this season, now through January 6th. Tickets available online only at crockcity.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland.
We probably have the best facilities in the area. They're very spacious, accommodating. We have 4 big visitation rooms, big chapel. We can live stream services as well now, have that capability. I enjoy serving and ministering to that family. That's the thing I'm doing. I'm a servant. I just love helping families at the worst time of their life. I feel like God's given me something to work with, and I try just to use His ministry. We treat your family like they're our family.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Elevate your siding projects with Cleveland Exteriors. Ascend fiberglass siding built with lasting beauty and low maintenance. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional siding. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center, 16 after 8.
Posh and Lavish is an all-natural latex and wool line of mattresses sold exclusively by Mermaid Mattress. Come take a test rest and you'll receive a free latex pillow, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have mostly sunny skies, a high of 58 and a low of 31 this evening. For tomorrow, sunny skies again, a high of 59 and a low of 27. Sunny again on Friday with a high of 58. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 27 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
Well, I want you to get your crying towel out now. Dolly gonna sing to us about a hard candy Christmas. It's basically Christmas every year for Bridget, quite frankly. 17 after 8. You want to win 2 nights of boarding in a luxury suite at Paws and Claws.
Good morning and a very happy Wednesday to you. Thank you so much for joining us here at Local 3 News today. We are kicking off this new day with, once again, cold air in place. Several of our communities in the mid to upper 20s at this hour. 25 in Murphy, that's the coldest spot right now. 30 for Chattanooga. Athens also seeing that down into Scottsboro as well. So grab the winter coats this morning. You can have a little bit of frost on your windshield. That's really our only weather concern for the day today. Once again, quiet weather prevails. So as we look at our hourly forecast, you can see 30 degrees 6-7 a.m., 31 at 8 o'clock. Temperatures swing up pretty quickly during the morning time, so through the 30s, through the 40s, and by noon it's in the low 50s. Really spending the afternoon hours then in the mid to even potentially upper 50s. So 56 at 2 o'clock, 57, 3, 4 p.m. I think in Chattanooga we're going to top out today at 58, but across the entire area those highs from about 55 to 59. And again, that mix of sun and clouds throughout the day for your Wednesday, and wind light from the north-northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. No rain chances today, none tomorrow, Friday, and pretty slim on Saturday. That 10% on Saturday is really for later on Saturday night. The overnight hours into Sunday, that's when we can start to see that rain moving into our area. But there's a little bit of a difference of where exactly that rain is coming from, and where it comes from will also impact exactly how much we get. I'll explain more with Futurecast in just a moment, but right now, know that I have bumped up those rain chances for Sunday to about 50%, and then things wrapping up on Monday with a couple of spotty showers at that 10% probability. So outside right now, again, we have the quiet weather conditions. We do have this layer of clouds that's kind of pushing across our area, particularly our Tennessee and North Carolina communities. A few additional breaks the further to the south you go, and a couple of high pressures that are close to us. Quiet weather will continue for your Wednesday. Now, I mentioned that mix of sun and clouds, and you can see that on Futurecast. It's mainly a layer of mid to high level clouds, so kind of thin. You're still going to get that sunshine that comes through for your Wednesday. Overnight clouds are going to be decreasing. That's going to lead us to clear skies and sunny weather for your Thursday. And by Friday, yep, more of the same. So sunshine for your Friday, maybe a stray cloud here and there. I do want to pull back a little bit to show you more of a big picture though. So on Saturday, we're still good. We have dry weather. You can certainly do your outdoor plans. There'll just be some gradually increasing clouds. So partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies as Saturday progresses. Notice by Saturday evening, there's a couple of systems that we're going to be looking at. You can see this trough off to the west and the rain that's associated with it kind of vertically with that. And it extends up close to that cold front. Down well to the south, there's also this rain in the Gulf of Mexico towards the Caribbean. So we have system 1 from the west, system 2 from the south. So there's kind of two different options of what may happen this weekend, and we're kind of still keeping an eye on this for the exact turnaround. So this is option 1. That system from the west kind of loops in with the low in the Gulf. It spirals up, and that would bring us more rain potential on Sunday. So the potential of heavier rain on Sunday, and then by Sunday night into Monday, it kind of swings.
Next morning served by Tzatziki's. You can eat healthy, and it's going to taste great, and plus they can take care of all your catering needs at Tzatziki's Target Shopping Center.
Let's get a quick check of our Simmons Bank celebration list, Bridget.
All right, happy birthday to Thaxton Kelly, who is 27 today. Deanna Gormley is celebrating a birthday today. She is 51. Her husband sent that in to us. And then Jamie Langstaff is having a birthday today. She is an RTI assistant at Michigan Avenue. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list at Simmons Bank. They are with you every step of the way. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427. And then we did receive this from our friend Lindsay Bell with Bradley Central Drama Central. She says, due to the immense amount of sickness in the cast, tonight's performance of the best Christmas pageant ever has been canceled.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, it's sad.
A lot of illness out there.
Yeah, they'll make a decision regarding tomorrow's performances in the morning. So she says to stay tuned. They want to have performances tomorrow if at all possible. The cast and crew have put in an incredible amount of work, and they want their efforts to be seen.
All right, our buddy Norman's here. Norman, what's your last name? I don't even know. What is it?
Hammond.
Norman Hammond is the owner of HBR Power Sports in downtown Cleveland, your home of Suzuki. Norman, how are you, bud?
Good, good.
I'm so glad to see you, and thanks for coming in. And, you know, we invited you in this morning with the Christmas season, and there's a lot of people coming to see you. But you had another take on this interview, didn't you?
Yeah, with the recent accident that your daughter Reagan had, I thought this was a good time to kind of go over some safety for parents that may not know, new riders, people that are in the market to buy or maybe already have an ATV or a side-by-side that are not following safe practices with safety.
Well, it's a wonderful, wonderful topic, and I know this is a big time of the year where a lot of people will purchase these items, like you said, and so yeah, safety first. So so folks, if you're listening on the radio, you want to go back and watch this on mixtv.tv because Norman got some props here. Let's go. Let's see what you got here, Norman.
Yeah, so I brought in a few basic safety items that you would want to have if you were going to have an ATV or a side-by-side. Some people think that I'm a little bit overkill with this stuff, but you never think about safety until after the fact, okay? So after the fact, it's too late. You want to make sure and practice this stuff up front. So the most important thing, in my opinion, is a helmet. You know, I've got statistics and everything that we can go over, but basically head injuries are a big deal. And, you know, you can have a slip and fall walking and have a head injury that is devastating, okay? So you have to look at that. That's going to be times whatever speed you're doing in a machine or on a machine. So it's very important to protect your head. And then we have some eye protection here. That's very important. You don't want to be riding an ATV or a side-by-side and have anything impede your vision. That could cause an accident. A few other things. You've got shin protection, elbow protection. You've got gloves for hand protection. Also, boots are always a good idea. You know, motocross, and you can use this for ATVs and side-by-sides as well. You want to kind of have protection all over your body, so you got the jersey. If you're going to ride an ATV or a motorcycle, you have chest protection, protects your chest, your vital organs, and also your back. You know, we see a lot of injuries, you know, not only in the head, but in the torso as well. And of course, you've got the pants. That's going to give you protection from head to toe, okay? So some of this stuff you may not need depending on the type of riding you're doing and what you are riding, okay? So I just want to bring these things as an example of, you know, things that you can have that will make your experience safer.
We're joined by Norman Hammond. He is the owner of HBR Power Sports downtown. I'm so glad to have Norman. These are wonderful, wonderful topics here. I tell you what's new to me, some of that is, but also the clothing. That's interesting. Tell me about you just showed what's on the hangers there. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so, you know, They make these jerseys out of various materials depending on what exactly you're doing, okay? So there's several different disciplines, whether you're racing or just riding. You know, in the summer and the winter, some of this stuff is made to keep you cool in the summer. Some of this stuff is made to keep you warm in the winter, okay? But you want to have full protection all over your body, you know, when you're doing any type of activity, you know, riding ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles. You know, it's more important in the racing aspect. We come from a racing background. We've raced everything under the sun over the years. Yep. We are big into motorcycle road racing. We do over 180 miles an hour on a road course, which is asphalt, okay? And we are protected from head to toe. We have boots that are protecting our ankles and our shins. We have a full leather suit on, back protection. The new technology is even airbags. We have airbags inside our suit that is on an algorithm. When it senses that we are in the midst of an accident, it can react within milliseconds. Wow. Deploy an airbag to keep our core safe, you know, back protection, chest protection, and vital organs.
Wow. Norman Hammond's with us from HBR Power Sports. All right, well, let's shift gears a little bit here. I get it. I didn't even mean to do that. Let's talk about what you have. Okay, items that you have, things that people are coming in and really popular, and really what maybe you have left to still people can come down to HBR Power Sports and shop for Christmas.
Yeah, so we have our main brand, Suzuki. CF Moto is another big brand for us. Suzuki has everything but a side-by-side. CF Moto has everything but really the dirt stuff. We've got SSR, which has the small dirt stuff. We've got KO, which has some small ATV stuff, which we have Benelli as well. So they've got some more street-oriented stuff. But we have huge rebates on a lot of different things right now. I would encourage you to check out our website. It's hbrpowersports.com. We have all of our stuff on there, huge rebates. So now is the time to buy. That's correct.
We're seeing that now on mixtv.tv. What's the website, Norman?
It is hbrpowersports.com.
Pretty simple.
Yep.
hbrpowersports.com. And let's give them your physical location as well in downtown Cleveland.
165 First Street Southwest. That Southwest is very important.
It is.
We get people on the other side, and they're like, we can't find you. You're on the wrong side of the courthouse square. So, yeah, come on down and see us, 165 First Street Southwest, downtown Cleveland.
Norman, I can't thank you enough for coming in, buddy. This is so important, and it's great to see you. I hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir. You too.
I want you to visit hbrpowersports.com. All right. Norman mentioned Reagan, and I've got some good news. I haven't been back for a few days. I try to give you a little break after the Empty Stocking Fund every year. Boy, did we get a good report on Monday. Reagan saw a specialist on Monday, and I say this only because so many of you have prayed, and you have approached me, some of you that I don't even know, Jennifer, Reagan, Holden, all over town, and you told us you prayed. She got a great report. Thank you very much. She had a follow-up appointment just a couple of days ago on Monday. And it was a great report. So thank you. That's all I want to say is thank you for those who have prayed. And we could feel them. You know what? As I said that morning, I brought that to you. I'm not used to being on the side of it. Okay, we're used to asking for other people and praying for the people. But I do appreciate it, and I thank the Lord. All right, let's move on here. 8:29, sports on the way, plus our friends in the YMCA. Because we're going to cover our first ever boxing match Saturday night. This does not include Bridget's family on Saturday nights. No, this is at the Y. Okay, no. We're going to have it on mixtv.tv, the YMCA YCAP program, Bridget. And we're so excited about this. I know Rodney and Andy are coming in. And if you're watching us on mixtv.tv right now, there you see it. How about it?
All right. Yes, we are so looking forward to that coming up Saturday night, 6 p.m. That will be live at mixtv.tv.
Elton John saying Saturday night's all right for fighting, and that's going to be this Saturday night. Back in a moment.
This news update is brought to you by Newlyweds Foods. Newlyweds Foods is hiring. Call them at 423-559-0909 or visit newlywedsfoods.jobs.net and search Cleveland Jobs.
Great sale, great price. Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Choosing the right health care plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
We wish you a mermaid Christmas.
We wish you a mermaid Christmas.
We wish you a mermaid Christmas.
And a restful new year.
Give the gift of a better night's sleep this holiday season from Mermaid Mattress.
We'll pay your sales tax on any Mermaid product.
Or get Tempur-Pedic starting at only $19 a month with 5 years no interest.
From all of us here at Chattanooga's Best of the Best mattress store, Mermaid Mattress,
we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Bender Realty, the people who want the house you're in this holiday season to be your home.
The good thing about being a realtor is you get to help people sometimes buy their very first home. We have ornaments made up that says "Be Home with Bender Realty," and it's very important to us that we sell homes and not necessarily houses.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
It's brought to you in part by our friends at Solutions Finance of Tennessee. Need cash for Christmas time? Last minute cash. Get it from Ricky Hentz and Solutions Finance of Tennessee in the Cook's Plaza. And speaking of that, Cook's Food Store, of course, had their last day in operation this past Monday, Bridget, which is just unbelievable.
Yes.
And a lot of big things to come for that plaza, but we marked that change in our community business landscape since 1936. So, of course, Food City, dear friends and wonderful people, but we do want to mark that. Quickly, sports, and we're going to talk to Rodney and Andy here. Bradley swept Ottawa last night, girls 77-17. Boys 73-35. Bradley over Ottawa. Cleveland split with Oak Ridge last night. Cleveland girls win 62-37, but Oak Ridge over the Cleveland high school boys 70-61. Now, Bridget, you're getting reports finally on the Walker Valley boys game?
Yeah, that's right. So they say the boys lost 59-54.
Okay, so it was, we didn't know that. Red Bank over Walker Valley boys 59-54. Walker Valley girls got the win, though, made it a split. 26-14 over Red Bank. UT over Georgia Southern 74-56 last night, where Scott Nipper was sitting courtside, we understand, because right. Shelton burst in here yesterday little after 11 o'clock, Rodney Murray, and gave away courtside tickets from Belen Jones Foundation.
Oh, yes, I heard about that.
And here's the deal. You just never know what's going to happen on Mix 104.1. Most of it is not good. So, but that was good, especially for Scott, who, and I'm spoiling the surprise here, because he told his family that was from him. Merry Christmas. Kim and all of them.
Right.
But they had their feet on the court, and he tried to trip one of the poor guys from Georgia Southern, which I thought was unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, my wife came running in telling me about that and how great that would be, and I was like,
who cares?
I'm just, me, I'm not the big sports guy, but I'll do whatever you want to do.
You'll do whatever.
But we wound up not winning, which was okay with me.
Well, good. Rodney Murray, well, your wife feels the same way on a daily basis. She doesn't win either. Rodney Murray is the executive director, Cleveland Family. You're an easy target. Cleveland Family YMCA, I know. And Andy Smith. Andy, have you ever been in here before?
I have been here before. Hadn't been to this new building.
The new building.
It's super cool and excited to be here.
Andy, so glad to have you. All right, Rodney, I want to go to you first. Tell us what. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Tell us what's happening this Saturday night.
Well, we have a wonderful event coming to Cleveland, one that we haven't done at the Cleveland Y before, and that is a boxing match. I'm going to let Andy tell you the particulars so I don't mess them up, me being the big sports analyst that I am.
Yeah, that's right.
But it is going to be a youth boxing tournament that's going to be held at the Cleveland Family YMCA in our gym, in one of our gymnasiums, and it's going to be Saturday night starting at 6 o'clock. Going to be fantastic. We're going to have the ring set up, the whole 9 yards. You guys are going to be there streaming this. Some of these kids are from all over the country, I guess, and all over the country. So a lot of their families, this is a way for them to actually watch these kids perform.
Good. Yeah.
And so they're going to be watching on Mix TV, and it's just going to be a great event, and we're very excited about it. Andy Smith is the district vice president. What is your title?
Executive Director.
District Executive Director
have you
of YCAP.
met each other? I mean,
we have.
Nice.
Our here lately, our titles have been changing so much.
That's what I hear.
We're getting a bit confused. But of YCAP, he supervises and directs the YCAP programs all over the Tennessee Valley, and he also does boxing. And he has, is it Golden Gloves AAU?
Golden Gloves under USA Boxing.
Gotcha, USA Boxing. And his dad, Joe Smith, is just a legend.
He's
in
a legend.
boxing. Yeah, he is a legend. And I think
just ask him, he'll tell you.
Yeah, he'll tell you. We're going to try to have him there Saturday night.
Good.
That'll be fun. He was part of the Olympic boxing team going to Beijing, and it's just fantastic. But I'm going to let Andy tell you really what's going on. He's the brains of the operation. I'm just the eye candy.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll let Andy tell you about that.
Andy, good morning.
Good morning. Just glad to be here, and thank you guys here at Mix TV for doing this, and then, of course, Rodney and the folks in Cleveland. But our YCAP started in '98 and then in Chattanooga, and then expanded to Cleveland in 2002. And through the years, we've been able to use boxing as one of the things as an avenue to help children and steer them out of trouble. And as a result of that, we're able to do events in town, and so these kids are able to compete in front of their friends and family. And so Saturday night, you'll see, I believe there's about 16 bouts on the card, and these are kids and even young men from all over the southeast region that are coming in. And it's the Tennessee State Silver Gloves. And the winners from this event will move on to the regionals in Arkansas in late December. And if they win there, they'll have a chance to go to the nationals in Kansas City in February. So,
wow.
This just be a fun event, and allow these kids to come in and compete right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. We're just excited to be able to bring this to Cleveland.
We're joined by Andy Smith, Rodney Murray, Cleveland Family YMCA, but Andy runs YCAP. What are the age group here that we're talking about?
So the kids that you'll see on Saturday are from 8 years old up. Particularly the championship bouts with the kids that move on are 8 to 16 years old. So anywhere from late elementary school through early high school, essentially.
Wow. So. How important and what have you found about boxing and the development of character, the development of especially of young people?
Well, really, boxing, like any other sport, just teaches hard work, discipline, work ethic, and those kids can channel their anger through a punching bag, and then take those lessons into their everyday life. You know, when life hits you in the face, you can either lay down or you can get up and move forward. And so for those kids to be able to compete, and you know, they beat each other for 3 rounds, then at the end of it they hug each other, and they're able to take those life lessons into their everyday lives, and it's just really made a huge impact.
Rodney mentioned it's the first time you've done this event in Cleveland. Is that right? This
is the first time that we've done it at the Cleveland YMCA. We do host events at our gym,
downtown
on Smith Drive.
Sure.
But this is cool because this is allowing us a little bit more space. So we'll be able to accommodate a bigger crowd, and then, you know, being under the Y umbrella at YCAP, just that partnership with the Cleveland Y, having Rodney and the Cleveland Y footprint here in Cleveland, just allows us to be able to sort of open it up to the community for friends, family, and fans to come watch.
Talk about the particulars, Rodney, for those who want to come out Saturday night at the Y.
Yeah, just come on out, and it starts at 6 o'clock. We will have seating. How much is the admission?
So 7 and under kids are free, and 8 and up, it's $10 at the door. You know, it does take a little bit of money to put these things on, and so doors open at 4, and the first bout or first bell, we say, will start at 6 p.m.
Right. We will have concessions available, and it's going to be in our main gymnasium. As soon as you walk in, you'll be able to see it. Plenty of seating, and you guys are going to be there streaming, so it's a chance for some of the rowdies to get on TV there, and you know, kind of hopefully we don't get too rowdy, but to be able to get on television and be a part of this event.
It's it's our first ever boxing matches on mixedtv.tv Saturday night, 6 o'clock. Of course, a great thing. You can either watch it live or watch it back on demand. All right, Andy Smith, Rodney Murray. Rodney, we have Senator Hagerty on hold, so let me do that. But one last thing before we get to the senator. You're going to be open on New Year's Day. Is that right?
That is correct. We're very excited about that. New Year's Day, 10 to 4. We're going to have a Group X Expo, Group Exercise Expo, that'll be going on. The facility will just be open for just general use if you want. Come on out and enjoy it. But we're also going to have kind of a menu of all of our different group exercise programs you can participate in as well.
Rodney Murray, Andy Smith with the YMCA this Saturday night at the Y. Thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I believe we have Senator Bill Hagerty on the phone. Is that you, Senator? Do we have the senator? All right. We'll try that again. All right. So we'll continue to try here. And all right, Senator Hagerty, is that you, buddy?
It is. It is.
Sorry about that. You know, our phones are terrible here. Can we get something in the Senate on that?
I'll see if I can, Steve. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm good. Live from Washington, Senator Bill Hagerty joins us. And, Senator, there's so much to talk about in so little time because you've got obviously a lot going on there. I just want to dive right in, and I want to begin to talk about the situation that continues in Israel, and I want to go to some comments made by the president yesterday, basically chastising Benjamin Netanyahu, saying that quote, he has to change. How do you react to that this morning?
You know, Israel has been attacked in a terror attack that is their version of 9/11. If you put it on a per capita basis, even worse than 9/11 was for us. Joe Biden is again trying to meddle in domestic politics in Israel. He's trying to appease the radical far left, the pro-Hamas, anti-Semite left in his own party, and he should stay out of it. The Israelis need to do what they need to do to make the area safe. Coming in and trying to meddle in their politics, telling them to change their government in the midst of a war, telling them to change their government is destabilizing. It's not helpful. And again, here's Joe Biden trying to play politics in everything that he does.
We're joined by Senator Bill Hagerty live from Washington, the final week of the session scheduled in Washington. What do you make of the college campuses? And specifically, we saw the congressional hearing last week with the presidents of Harvard, Penn, Pennsylvania, and also MIT. And now We know that the president of the University of Pennsylvania has resigned. What did you first of all make of that hearing, but then also just the general mood of what we're hearing about university campuses across the country?
Well, it was clearly hypocrisy on display. These are the same, these are the same academic elite that will cancel any conservative voice at the drop of a hat, but they can't seem to even call out genocide and say that that's wrong or harmful. Let's say Laura Ingham wants to come to speak on campus, or you pick it, a student posts something when they're in high school that somehow offends another. They get canceled. People need a safe spot, all this sort of thing. But when you've got students literally calling for genocide, death to Israel from the river to the sea, and they can't even say what it is, that was pathetic. And it was the most watched congressional testimony in history, over 1 billion views as of 2 days ago. So the American public, people around the world have seen this hypocrisy on display. I'm glad that the University of Pennsylvania, has dealt with this. I don't think the other universities are going to, but I do think the American public has awakened to the fact that there is a rot on America's campuses.
We're joined by Senator Bill Hagerty live from Washington this morning. Another. You know what? I can't leave Israel just yet. Where is this going, in your opinion? And of course, you've got knowledge that the general public does not have, obviously. But where do you think this goes, Senator?
Well, without revealing any classified sources,
Yeah.
I think I can say this: the Israeli government is extraordinarily focused on trying to eliminate the threat that is Hamas. They're trying to do that by minimizing any sort of Palestinian casualties, any casualties of people there in Gaza. But the problem is that Hamas uses human beings as shields. They even took the car keys of people there in Gaza because they didn't want them to leave their home when the Israeli government called for them to do so. They won't let people leave. They're basically keeping them in dangerous places. They put their headquarters underneath hospitals, in schools. They essentially don't care about the people there in Gaza. They only care about preserving their terror operation. So we need to acknowledge that's what Israel is trying to deal with. I think they're trying to deal with it in as effective a way as possible and as quickly as possible to try to get this done and try to get Hamas eliminated and get them out of there. Hamas is a terror organization that has sworn death to Israel. It's in their charter that they want to see the elimination of the Jewish people in Israel, in the state of Israel. So I think that should be very clear to the rest of the world what is going on. Yet what we have, at the United Nations, here in America, whether it be in our large cities with these protests here on the Capitol Hill and even at some of our campuses, is outrageous behavior. And I've actually seen some of these people questioned. They don't even know what river and sea they're talking about. It just rhymes and sounds cool. So we've really got a problem with this TikTok generation of not even understanding what they're chanting for. We really need to sort of get out of this and let the Israelis deal with the problem. It's much closer to them, and they have the capability of handling it.
Joined by Senator Bill Hagerty live from Washington. It was an interesting day. When I say interesting, it was a very interesting day in the nation's capital as you had the president of Ukraine, President Zelensky, visited Washington in person, and it was described that he was making a final plea for funding from the United States, which, and I tell you, Senator, if you could walk us through, it's an interesting combination, I guess, of funding between, I guess, immigration and border security and the Ukraine all coming together. Just talk about his visit yesterday and then maybe the way they've packaged this.
Well, Zelensky came to visit the Senate yesterday. I was in the meeting. Again, it was a closed meeting, so I'm not going to get into specific details, but Zelensky made, a good presentation of what the situation is on the ground, how he sees it unfolding. I think what he needs to understand is that we have a national security crisis at our own border. This entire bill, with Ukrainian aid, with Israeli aid, it also is titled a national security bill. Well, the first national security challenge we have is our own nation's security. And we have a complete national security disaster at our southern border. The Biden administration has precipitated it. They've done everything they can to ignore it, to act like it doesn't exist. I've been down there, Steve. You've talked to the number of people who have. It's a humanitarian crisis. We've had over 170 different nationalities apprehended down there now. We don't know who's in our country, but we do know there are a number of people on the terrorist watch list that have been apprehended. I'm sure many more that are in here right now. we've got to deal with this. And Zelensky needs to understand as well that we've got to take care of our own national security before we're in a posture or position to deal with facilitating other nations.
So, the bill that's been put together, and correct me if I'm wrong, Senator, does that tie all of those items you just mentioned together? Is that correct?
Well, it does, but the headlines are wrong. They say there's border security in there, but there's just money for more border processing. And if you go back to the original language that the Biden administration sent over several months ago, and they haven't modified or changed the language or said it no longer applies, that original language requested permission to reprogram ICE, to reprogram the entirety of ICE's budget. And ICE, again, is the enforcement division that is allowed to deport criminals from America. They want the authority at least, to defund ICE in its entirety and turn it into a resettlement agency, basically taking our tax dollars and using them rather than sending people back to their home state, sending them back to cities and towns that they choose right here in America. That is absolutely wrong. All they're trying to do with, quote, border is accelerate the processing, make the visual images better, but they're doing nothing to stem the flow. This massive flow, it's an invasion at our border. They're doing nothing to address that. So the Republicans have held firm. We blocked movement on this original bill that had all of these things bundled together, including more money for Biden's processing operations. We blocked that. Every single Republican voted against it, 49 to 51. And we're going to stand strong until we get this fixed. It's not going to happen, I don't believe, before the break for Christmas. I think it'll be sometime after Christmas. The folks on our side have been extraordinarily frustrated by the lack of seriousness of the Democrats. But if they want to get anything done here, they're going to have to address the border, plain and simple. We've been clear with them about that.
Senator Bill Hagerty, one final question on an unrelated or a side note here. I read this morning that you and Senator Sinema of Arizona sent a letter to Jerome Powell over sexual harassment complaints at the FDIC, among other complaints. Talk about that for a second, if you will.
Well, what we've got at the FDIC is and the FDIC is the agency that has oversight for banks. They were, in fact, the ones that were responsible for dealing with Silicon Valley Bank when it blew up. They were supposed to run the auction and sell that bank to another bank. They failed at that task miserably and put our entire banking system into a state of uncertainty and calamity. The leadership there is weak. When I questioned the head of it, the chair of the FDIC, specifically about the auction, his answers were wholly unsatisfactory. He didn't even seem to know how the bidding process worked. Now what we find is that there's a really corrosive culture inside the FDIC, sexual harassment that's been overlooked. As I've talked to bankers, they say that the turnover at the FDIC and the supervisors that they're dealing with, some of these bankers are getting a different supervisor every quarter because the turnover is so high. So you've got real institutional rot at the FDIC. It needs to be dealt with. Democrats want to just look the other way again. They don't want accountability for anybody in the government because the bureaucrats in the government, particularly the unionized bureaucrats in the government, are supportive of Democrats. The dollars, as you watch the dollar flow, all of their funds, all of their contributions go to the Democrat Party. In fact, over $700 million in the last race went to Democrats from government unions. So they're not going to hold them accountable as long as the Democrats have the gavel. Sinema and I are pushing back hard to try to get that accountability, and I hope we'll work with our colleagues in the House of Representatives to make this happen because the FDIC's leadership needs to change.
Final question, joined by Senator Bill Hagerty, live from Washington this morning. The Republican primary and the way it is playing out, we are, we're getting fairly close to the Iowa caucuses, and then as our nation will go to the polls here in Tennessee, Secretary of State Trey Hargett has finalized the ballot, as his office announced yesterday. What do you make of the primary? Obviously, you and along with your colleague Senator Blackburn, and then from our district, from our area, Congressman Chuck Fleischman are on the former President Trump's leadership team. You in Tennessee, you were the ambassador to Japan for the former president. What do you make of it? With he has a big lead by all accounts, but how this is playing out right now? What do you think?
Well, he has an enormous lead. I think it's going to be hard for anybody to overcome that at this point in time. I know that there have been a number of, very solid contenders on the stage. As I look at the various folks that have been in these debates, I look at them and I say any one of them would be better than Joe Biden. But clearly, President Trump is far ahead in the polling right now. I think he stands to become our nominee. And I think the questions that you're seeing people pose right now in the media here in Washington, at least, really have moved away from the policies, because President Trump wins on every single policy issue. When you ask yourself, do I feel safer today than I did 4 years ago? Do I feel better from the standpoint of my economic security? Do I feel better about where we are in the world today in terms of our international relations and the wars that are taking place now that didn't exist 4 years ago? I think President Trump wins on every one of those policy dimensions. So what they're doing is they're attacking his character. They're creating these scenarios where somehow President Trump is a dictator. It's all personal attacks, and I think people are going to see right through this. They see what's happening. They see right through these attempts to prosecute President Trump for anything they can come up with, and they see the Democrat Party and the leadership of Joe Biden basically misusing and abusing the system here of justice to attack a political opponent, and it is not working. So I think Joe Biden is in deep, deep trouble. All the personal attacks just reflect the fact that he cannot beat Donald Trump if the election were held today. He'd lose handily around the nation, and they're in a panic mode.
All right, final bit here. Senator, anything you'd like to say as we approach Christmas and the New Year to your constituents here in Southeast Tennessee?
Well, Steve, I just value your friendship and relationship. You're always there to help me get the word out to our constituents there in East Tennessee about what is happening in Washington. Some of the confusion that you help lay clear, I very much appreciate. And to all of our friends there in your listening area, it's a great honor, the highest honor, to serve the best state in the nation here in our nation's capital. We're fighting hard every day. I'm optimistic that we're going to see the tide turn next year. And I very much appreciate and wish everybody there a very happy Christmas.
All right, and a very Merry Christmas to you and your family. Senator Hagerty, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Steve.
We appreciate it. Yes, sir. All right, Senator Bill Hagerty right here. And if you're just joining us or just coming into the interview maybe late, you can go back later this morning and not only watch Senator Hagerty. It's been a very busy morning on Mix 104.1. We had our Cleveland City Schools System-Level Teachers of the Year, also Supervisor and Principal of the Year. We'll be doing the same thing with Bradley County Schools tomorrow morning. Looking forward to that. Plus, also we had, of course, our big event this Saturday night at the Cleveland Family YMCA. Going to have a wonderful boxing event with YCAP, a tremendous organization that helps young people. And that is Saturday night, 6 o'clock at the Cleveland Y. You can go in person or watch it. There it is, the Tennessee State Silver Gloves, Saturday at 6. You can go in person, $10 admission. People 7 and over, 7 under are free. It's the YCAP Boxing Club, and that'll be at the Y. First time they've done that at the Cleveland YMCA, and it's going to be on mixtv.tv. That's it for us this morning. For Bridget and Fruit Loops and all of us, and really appreciate you joining us this morning. We're going to get back to music right here on Mix 104.1. We're back to music for mixtv.tv. That's it for us this morning. We'll see you again tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everybody. God bless you.